Alright, so don't know exactly when this vlog will come out or anything, but this is another one of those nights where I just feel like, explaining my day and vlogging will be pretty interesting to y'all. So it's been a very long time since I've actually put anything up. Right now I want to make this escape vlog video thing, but if that doesn't work out, then there'll be a vlog that has this in it. But for right now, I just want to kind of explain the situation. Had a really fun night. Started off with a positive turn, then kind of a negative, and then positive again. But yeah, this is kind of my own video diary for today that I want to put into my YouTube videos, regardless of whether or not they fit well. Just do my best to put them inside. First thing today I woke up at like 9. Didn't know it was 9, even though I had an appointment at 9:30. But I went downstairs and I chilled around for a bit, and that was fun. At the end of the day, I knew that it was important for me to check what time it was, because if it was 8, I would be good to chill for a while. But since it was close to 9, I didn't really have that time, so mosey onto my kitchen. And at that point, that was done. So the next thing I had to do was actually get to therapy, which is that appointment at 9:30, which I was just kind of chilling for the most part. Didn't do much, but wait until 9:15. And at 9:15, I knew I had to leave. I forget what I was doing specifically, but I was like, alright, no more playing around. So I got dressed and left. Then after therapy, which was good, because for the most part my therapist just kind of helped me uplift my mood. For a while I'd been in this place where I thought I was just going to be depressed and stuff like that, but that therapy session really helped me change that. So then when I left the therapy session, my dad was already in the parking lot, even though he was supposed to come like 15 minutes before then. But it didn't all matter, because by the time we went to my second appointment, everything was good. And they had apparently been trying to call me or something, and I hadn't finished the intake, but then I finished the intake real quick. After I finished the intake, I went to see the nurse, and this nurse, she was so annoying. Every time she asked me about my life way too deep. I think she has this thing where depending on your age, she tells you different stuff, but the first time since I was 20, she was telling me about how I should stay away from drugs, blah 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 blah, all this different stuff, which is good advice, but doesn't really help in a specific situation, which is my situation, which is always going to be more complicated than the general thing where everyone can say, stay away from drugs, don't drink, and all that stuff. But either way, I was cool. After seeing that nurse, I went to see the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist just fucked up, because this guy didn't even look at me, barely, just asked a few questions. I told him that I've been sleeping too much. So basically when my meds run out, I'll have to be on a lower dose, which we'll see if that's good or bad, but yeah, I have to be doing that. And after I get on this lower dose, or after I figured out that I'm going to be on this lower dose, I just went home. And as of right now, I'm living in my dad's house with my brother and my sister, and possibly my friend Kai, if my dad's cool with him moving in, and searching for jobs and shit like that as well. So yeah, that was a rant about that part of my day. So then now I'm done with the psych stuff, done therapy, I've gone to see my psychiatrist. So I went home, Kai was there, Chumu was there, we had some fun. First we played Rocket League. No, that's not the first thing we did, it was the very first thing we did. We might have played Smash or something. We were playing a lot of video games, but first I met them, they were both here, then we chilled for a bit, then complications happened. Then I actually had to cut my dad's hair, which is interesting, because I'm used to struggling really hard while I'm cutting hair to fade my own hair. I actually have to do that soon, but that was not what my dad wanted. So since my dad wanted just to cut all his hair off, I just cut it off, and I had 12 minutes to do it. So I just rushed, cut everything, cut. When you're cutting everything bald, it doesn't really make a big difference unless the person cares a lot, because at the end of the day, after a week or two, it's going to be kind of in and everything that would have been uneven will be smoothened out. But either way, I tried to make sure it was as smooth as possible. But then I left because my dad and my sister were rushing to go to my sister's speech. So because my whatever that was happening, I checked outside. I was like, where did Kai and Chinwoo go? Because at this point, Kai and Chinwoo were not there. And apparently they had gone to the liquor store. But them being funny told me they went to Walmart. So I told my sister, they went to Walmart. She was like, that's where I would guess. But she was dead wrong. Dead wrong. They went to the liquor store. We were about to get drunk. Anyway, so I'm just chilling. I text Kai. He says Walmart, blah, 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 blah. Then we get back to them coming back. And they have black bags. Mysterious black bags. And I'm like, oh wow, y'all went to the liquor store the whole time. But Kai had only brought two Coronas, and he had one, I had one, and I was like, alright, whatever. And I got $10 to cut my dad's hair, so I paid him $10. I was like, alright, whatever, man. Probably gonna need more later, but don't know. So then we went downstairs, played a whole bunch of Rocket League. Rocket League was fun. It was kind of lit. At the end of the day, we both, me and Kai had fun. I beat him a couple of times. He beat me a couple of times. Low-key, I feel like he's better than me right now, but don't tell him until he sees this video. But I was keeping up, eventually, every once in a while I'd get my instant goals where I'd just zoom and then try to jump a little bit or something like that to get it into the goal, and that's what kind of kept me on the same playing field as him. So that was lots of fun, but we knew that night was not going to be fun enough. So I went and I skated, and and Kai was riding his bike to go back to the liquor store. This time, no car. So I'm pushing, kick, push as usual. I'm ahead because Kai knows on the bike he's faster than me. Until he doesn't. So he passes me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm kicking and pushing. I see this guy in the distance. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's not Kai. Kai's on the bike, and I see him further. I'm like, oh, okay. Boom. I'm on the ground. Literally that quick. I was just having normal thoughts, and then I was on the ground. Checked my knee. Wasn't that bad. I was like, alright, fuck it. So I called Kai's name and all that shit. Basically, this nigga was going way too fast and way too far ahead of me. So therefore, I wasn't really able to keep up with him. So I fell and hit a bump. Alright, so after this, we go back home, both of us.